Hello. Good afternoon, all of you. Yes, yesterday we have completed the DML commands as well as the DDL commands. Okay. Which are the DML commands? Yes. Can anyone tell me? DML commands. Which are the DML commands? It's a so simple questions. I'm just asking the command names. Hello. Yes, Monica Shinde, roll number 40. Can you tell me the DML commands? Hello, roll number 40. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the DML command names? Yes, see the screen and tell me the name of the commands, DML commands. Which are the DML commands? Yes.
Sorry, ma'am. I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. But I already shared the screen. In that, the DDL commands, DML commands. Can you see the screen which I have shared? Is it visible for you?
No, ma'am.
It's not visible. Okay, anyone?
Insert, update, and delete.
Okay. Who tells the answer? Yes. I'm not able to see.
26.
Okay. What's your name?
Anjali.
Okay. Thanks, Anjali, for the response. Yes, DML commands are the insert, update, delete. Please concentrate everyone over here only. Okay. DML stand for data manipulation language. To perform the manipulations on the data, we are using the DML commands. We already covered these points. Today, we will learn the DCL command. Okay. DCL, what's the long form of the DCL? It's a data control language. Okay. So we also covered yesterday the clauses. Okay. Distinct clause, having clause, group by clause. Okay. Sometimes we want the result more specific. At that time, we are using the clauses. Okay. Now, let's start the DCL commands. DCL commands are used to enforce the database security in a multiple database environment. DCL stands for Data Control Language Commands. Okay. That means it's controlling the data. Okay. So there are two types of DCL commands are the grant as well as the revoke. Just note down these points. Okay. DCL command, that is the data control language. To control or it is used to enforce the database security in a multiple database environments. Okay. To take a control on a data, we are using the database. Which kind of controls? Suppose DBA, as we know, DBA is the main the person who has the all over authority to access the database. But DBA want to give the access to other users. Then by using grant, he can give the access to other users to access the data, to list out the data. And sometimes he want to get back that permission. Then we are using the revoke command. Okay. So to grant the permissions, we are using the grant command. Database administrators or owners of that database or object can provide the remove privilege on the database objects. Privilege means access, okay, to gives the control. Okay. See, as you know, the university database or college database, consider principal has all our authority to control all the or to control all over the college related whatever the demands are there or anything else. But as a teaching faculty, we have also have a authority, okay, which is given by the principal only. Okay. Like that, DBA is the main person. And below that, some other users are there who has some kind of authority. Okay. Let's see the SQL grant command. SQL grant command is used to provide access or privilege on the database object to the user. Yes, privilege or provide access, both are the same things. Using grant command, you can use that one to the specific users. Okay. And grant and revoke command mostly executed by the DBA only. Okay. The syntax of the grant command is grant privilege name on object name. See over here. The grant command syntax is grant privilege name on object name. So over here, it provides to the username, public, role name with the grant options. Here, the privilege name is the access right. Privilege name is the access right or privilege granted to the user. See the syntax here. grant privilege name on object name. So over here, to the username, public, role name. These are the options. Okay. So here privilege name is the access rights or privilege granted to the user. These are the permissions, access rights. Then object name is the name of the database object like table name, view, etc. Here the object name is what? It may be a table name, view name. Okay. These are the database object. ज्या database मध्ये जे काही वेगवेगळे tables आहेत त्यांना object सुद्धा म्हणतात. Which is the part of the database. Database may consist of the table, view. Viewचा concept तुम्हाला नंतर येईल. Don't worry about that. तर किंवा index like that. We have to give the object name. It may be a table. Username. It is the name of the user to whom an access right is being granted. Name of the user. That is the username. ज्याला आपण permission grant करणार आहोत त्याचं तिथे नाव असेल. And public is used to grant the rights to all the users. See over here, username, public or role name. तर पब्लिक म्हणून तुम्ही कन्सिडर केलं तर सगळ्या युजर्सला ती परमिशन असेल, म्हणजे रीड असेल, राईट असेल, व्हॉटएव्हर, तर ती परमिशन तुम्ही तिथे देऊ शकता. देन विथ ग्रांट ऑप्शन अलाउज द यूज टू ग्रांट द ऍक्सेस राइट्स टू अदर युजर्स टू. ओके. Just note down these points. SQL grant commands, in that the syntax of the grant command, as well as the what is privilege name, object name, as well as the user name. Just note down these points. The next one is the SQL revoke command. As revoke name suggests, it removes. The revoke command removes the user access rights or privilege to the database object. Here the database object is nothing but it's a table or view or index. जे काही डेटाबेस मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे डिफरंट काइंडचे टेबल्स, इंडेक्स असेल, व्ह्यूज असेल, तर त्या सगळ्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो, डेटाबेस ऑब्जेक्ट्स म्हणतो. तो डेटाबेसचा पार्ट आहे. द रिवोक कमांड रिमूव्ह द युजर ऍक्सेस राईट और प्रिव्हिलेज. युजर ऍक्सेस राईट्सलाच प्रिव्हिलेज पण म्हणतात, टू द डेटाबेस ऑब्जेक्ट. The syntax for the revoke command is revoke privilege name on object name from username or public as well as the role name. Okay. I'm again repeating grant and revokes. These are the commands which is mostly executed or accessed by the DBA or a database owner only. So grant, example, grant select on employee to user 1. इथे दोन्ही कमांडचे एक्झाम्पल्स दिलेले आहेत, ग्रांट एज वेल एज द रिवोक. पहिल्यांदा काय करतोय आपण, ग्रांट कमांडनी grant select on employee to user 1. By applying this command, this command grants a select permission on employee table to user 1. Okay, user 1 तिथे प्रेझेंट आहे आणि आपण user 1 ला कुठली परमिशन देतोय, to select the records. It gives the select permission on employee tables. Okay, कारण की सगळ्याच युजर्सला आपला डेटाबेस ऍक्सेस करायची परमिशन नसते. जेव्हा डीबीए देईल, प्रोफेशनल लेवलचं सांगते, जेव्हा डीबीए परमिशन देईल, देन ओनली अकॉर्डिंग टू देअर अथॉरिटी ते त्यांच्या ऑथॉरिटीनुसार डेटा हा ऍक्सेस करू शकतात. ओके, सी आता इथे आपण एक्झाम्पल बघतोय, ग्रांट सिलेक्ट ऑन एम्प्लॉई टू युजर 1. मग इथे प्रिव्हिलेज नेम काय झाला, सिलेक्ट झाला. कुणाला देतोय, ऑब्जेक्ट नेम काय आहे, टेबल नेम काय आहे, एम्प्लॉय आहे. आणि कुठल्या युजरला देतोय, टू युजर 1. इथे जस्ट युजर नेमचं आपण नाव देतो आहोत. ओके, नाव आपल्याला जी परमिशन दिलेली आहे ती रिमूव्ह करायची आहे, तर जस्ट अप्लाय दी रिवोक वन मोर टाइम. रिवोक सिलेक्ट ऑन एम्प्लॉई फ्रॉम user name. Okay, this command will revoke a select privilege on employee table from. Okay, revoke command आपण जी सिलेक्ट ची परमिशन दिलेली होती ती काढून घेतोय. Just note down these points. Write down the syntax of the revoke tool. Yesterday I have shared the PDF of tutorial 3 as well as the link to submit PDF. So complete your tutorial 3 on time. I will not allow you extra time for this. Okay. Now, privilege as well as the rules. See this concept, we will see this concept in detail. Privilege defines the access rights. These are the permissions provided to the user on a database object. Privilege are the permissions or access rights, and this is provided to the user on a database object. म्हणजे टेबलवर आपण एखाद्या युजरला ऍक्सेस करण्याची परमिशन्स देतो. There are two types of privileges. First one is the system privilege and second one is the object privilege. Okay, system privilege means what, की तुम्ही जर DDL commands अप्लाय करत असाल, DDL कमांडची परमिशन देत असाल स्पेसिफिक युजरला, तर that comes under the system privilege, because तुम्ही जर टेबलचा स्कीमा चेंज करत आहात, right? So this indicates users to create, alter or drop database elements. That is the system privilege. Then object privilege, this allows the user to execute the execute, select, insert and delete. DML commands privilege आपण देत असेल, authority जर एखादा युजरला देत असो, तर that is comes under the object privilege. I will repeat this point. We are looking the concept of the privilege and rules. Okay, privilege are nothing but the access rights. which is provided to the user. Okay. So which kind of privilege we can provide? DBA can provide the two types of privilege to the user. It may be a system privilege or it may be a object privilege. Are you getting, students? The system privilege indicate the user can create, alter or drop the database elements or tables. जर ऑथॉरिटी नसेल तर कुणीच काही करू शकत नाही, पण जर डीबीएने जर ऑथॉरिटी दिली असेल, ओनरने जर ऑथॉरिटी दिली असेल, then and then only the specific user can make change. Then object privilege, this allows user to execute, select, insert, delete, that is the DML command, data from the database object to which the privilege apply. Okay. See, these are the privilege, concept of the privilege. And the roles. Roles are the collection of privilege or access rights. Okay. When there are many users in a database, it becomes difficult to grant or revoke privilege to the users. So if you define a roles, we can automatically grant or revoke the privilege. एखाद्याला आपण एक रोल देतो आणि त्याच्या अंडर आपण 2-3 प्रिव्हिलेज त्याला असाइन करत असेल तर दॅट इज द कम्स अंडर द रोल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल इंजिनियर्स आहेत, ज्युनियर इंजिनियर, सिनियर इंजिनियर ॲज वेल द लीड. तर समहाऊ ते एकाच प्रोजेक्टवर वर्क करत असतात पण प्रत्येकाचा रोल हा डिफरंट आहे. त्याच्यावर अकॉर्डिंग टू देअर रोल त्यांना वेगवेगळे प्रिव्हिलेज हे असाइन केलेले असतात. लाईक दॅट आपण इथे पण हा प्रिव्हिलेज अँड रोल्सचा कन्सेप्ट आपण टॅली करू शकतो किंवा तुम्ही चेक करू शकता की हे एकमेकाशी रिलेटेड आहेत. ओके, जस्ट नोट डाउन दीज पॉइंट्स. Okay. Now we will see the last language type in SQL, that is the TCL. We have learned the DDL commands, DML commands, purpose of these two languages as well as the DCL. The next fourth one is the transaction control language, that is the TCL commands. See, DCL data control, transaction, and TCL transaction control. As the name suggests, here we are controlling the transaction which we are going to performing over the database. आपण डेटाबेस ऍक्सेस करतो, ट्रान्झॅक्शन्स काहीतरी करतो ना. तुम्ही असं म्हणत असता ना की माझं हे ट्रान्झॅक्शन फेल झालं गुगल पेला किंवा फोन पे. एव्हरीवन वी आर युजिंग दीज फॅसिलिटीज. म्हणजे काय होतं, ते ट्रान्झॅक्शन आहे, काहीतरी तुम्ही बँकिंग रिलेटेड अपडेट करता, विड्रॉ करता. सो लाईक दॅट टू कंट्रोल दिस आपल्याला काहीतरी कंट्रोल पाहिजे आहे. ओके, the transaction control language can be defined as the portion of the database language used for maintaining the consistency of the database and managing the transaction in the database. Consistency of the database and the managing the transaction in the database. Okay. तुम्ही जेव्हा ऑनलाईन ट्रान्झॅक्शन करणार दॅट शुड बी अ कन्सिस्टन्स मीन्स व्हॉट की सपोज तुम्ही तुमच्या 10,000 आहेत अकाउंटमध्ये आणि त्याच्यामधून काहीतरी विड्रॉ केले 9,000 मिळाले आणि तुम्हाला ते मिळाले. ओके, बट ते जे ट्रान्झॅक्शन आहे ते जर बँकिंगच्या डेटाबेसमध्ये अपडेट नाही झालं तर तुमचं प्रॉफिट होईल ना. कारण की 10,000 आहेत आणि तुम्ही 1,000 घेताय म्हणजे जी रिमेनिंग व्हॅल्यू आहे ती ऑनलाईन अपडेट व्हायला पाहिजे ना. दॅट इज द 9,000 तुमचा जो आता बॅलन्स आहे तो सपोज ती नाही झाली त्याच्या डेटाबेस सर्व्हरवर तर हे वाईस वर्सा पण होऊ शकतं. तुम्ही डिपॉझिट करत आहात आणि अपडेट नाही होते लाईक दॅट. मीन्स आवर डेटा शुड बी अ कन्सिस्टंट ओनली. That should be an updated one. Okay, a set of SQL statements that are correlated logically and executed on the data stored in the table is known as the transaction. See, a set of SQL statements that correlated logically and executed on the data stored in the data table is known as the transaction. आपण काय करतो, insert करतो, update करतो. That should be a correlated. That is that these are the executed on the data stored in the table. That means we are performing the different kinds of transaction. There are three commands that comes under the TCL, that is the commit, rollback as well as the save points. Okay, commit, rollback and save point. Just note down these points. First one is the commit. The main use of the commit command is to make the transaction permanent. Okay, to make the transaction permanent, we are using the commit command. If there is a need of any transaction to be done in the database, that transaction permanent through the commit command. आपण काहीतरी transaction करतोय and that we want that should be a permanent. We want that. Then we after the firing the query, we have to write the commit. That is it's confirm. Whatever we are going to make update, delete, that should be a permanent one. That's why the syntax is simply commit, COMMIT. Let's see, we are updating few record and after that we are writing the commit. Simple. By using the above set of instructions, you can update the wrong employee name. By correct one, save it permanently in the database. सुरुवातीला तुम्ही काहीतरी रॉंग इन्फॉर्मेशन अपडेट केलेली आहे आणि परत तुम्ही अपडेटने ती करेक्ट करत आहात आणि परमनंटली त्याच्यावर कमिट कमांड अप्लाय करून ती परमनंटली सेव्ह करत आहात. ओके, द अपडेट ट्रान्झॅक्शन गेट्स completed when the commit is used. If commit is not used, then there will be a log. Or here we are using the name, we are updating the name Sanjana. That name should be logged and record till be rollback or committed is issued. Okay. So after any manipulations, commit is important for you. The next one is the rollback. Using this command, the database can be restored to the last committed state. Okay. We again want to restore. We are making some changes and we just want to restore that one. Then we can do by using the rollback. It's like a undo command. It's like undo. We are using undo options n number of times. Additionally, it is also used with a save point command for jumping to a save point in a transactions. Okay. Over here, the syntax is the rollback to save point name. Okay. Additionally, it is also used with the save point commands for jumping to the save point in a transaction. This is the syntax. Roll back to save point name. Here is the example. Again, we are updating the name, existing name with a new name. But after executing, we just want we don't want this update. Then just apply the rollback. It's like a undo option operation. Okay. This command is used when the user realizes or she has updated the wrong information and just want to undo options at that time. Okay, are you getting, students? Okay. The third one is the save points. Okay. The main use of the save point command is to save the transaction temporarily. By using commit, we can save the transaction permanently. But sometimes we have to do groupism. Whatever our operation is performing, we have to group that one. We can group that one by using the save point. This way, user can roll back to the point whenever it is needed. Okay. And save point in this command is used to save the transaction temporarily. This is the main difference between the commit as well as the save point. Permanent for the commit, and for temporarily saving the transaction, we are using the save point. Is the syntax save point name. This is the syntax. Okay. Save point is nothing but the you are performing few queries, and after that you are giving the save point name to that collection of queries. Okay. We will see this point. Syntax for the saving the save point, we are using this syntax: save point name, and roll back to the save point. आपण सेव्ह केलेलं आहे, जे काही एक्झिक्यूट केलेलं आहे आणि ते सेव्ह केलेलं आहे टेम्पररीली, पण अगेन वी वॉन्ट दॅट रोल बॅक अनडू, देन वी आर युझिंग रोल बॅक विथ द सेव्ह पॉइंट नेम. This is the syntax for rolling back to the save point command. Assume that, for example, over here is the ID and the name of the students is available. Is a table, student table with 3 records: 98, 99, 100, Anita, Maria, and Kathleen. Now, we are just executing some queries. We are inserting a few more records into the existing table. See over here, insert into class values 101 Rahul, and after committing that one, then updating class set name Tyler in where ID is 101. Okay, and save point A. So पहिल्यांदा आपण 101 रोल जो आहे आयडी तो राहुलने अपडेट केला आणि नंतर कमिट केलं, आणि परत तो चेंज करत आहोत अपडेट कमांडने. 101 चा जो आहे रेकॉर्ड तो वेगळ्या नावाने अपडेट करत आहोत आणि तो सेव्ह करत आहोत, आणि त्याला नाव दिलं आहे आफ्टर एक्झिक्युटिंग दीज टू कमांड सेव्ह पॉइंट ए. अगेन वी आर इन्सर्टिंग 2 more records, 102 as well as the 103, आणि मग नंतर प्रत्येक इन्सर्शन नंतर आपण सेव्ह पॉइंट्स क्रिएट केलेले आहेत, टेम्पररी ऑपरेशन्स करतोय म्हणून, डी एज वेल एज द सी. आणि इफ वी एक्झिक्यूट दिस कमांड वी विल गेट द रिझल्ट लाईक दिस. पहिल्यांदा फक्त 3च रेकॉर्ड्स होते आपल्याकडे, हे 98, 99, 100. ओके, आता आपण नवीन रेकॉर्ड ऍड केला 101 पासून. पहिला ऍड केला, त्याचं नाव राहुल दिलं, पण तो परत चेंज केला अपडेटने आणि दुसरं दिलं टेलर आणि आणखी 2 रेकॉर्ड ऍड केले. After executing this command, we will get this result. Okay. Now you want rollback. Just roll back to B. रोल बॅक टू बी केल्यानंतर आणि आपण काय केलं की सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम क्लास केलं. तर जो लास्ट वन रेकॉर्ड आहे हा इथपर्यंत हा व्हॅनिश होतोय आणि रोल बॅक पर्यंतच फक्त सेव्ह होऊन जातोय. ओके, दॅट मीन्स वी आर परफॉर्मिंग द रोल बॅक. ओके, and for that we are using the save point, that is the B. Okay, is there any doubt?